So I'm sharing the video related to sexual reproduction in plants, taking the help of a video to guide you that how does it happens. Someone have requested, so I'm just trying to explain that. Just go through this video, which is explaining the male and female parts of the flower, types of pollination, how does the germination is happening, how does fruit formation is happening. Listen this video carefully, please.
Do watch my video completely. And for now, let's start off with the video. So students, as we are discussing sexual reproduction, so it must be clear to us now that sexual reproduction की process में हमें हमेशा two parents की requirement होती है. One of the parent is a male, another parent which is required is a female. We had already discussed what are the different organs and what is the difference between gonads and gametes in our previous video. So the male sexual organ or the male gonad in the case of plant is a stamen. Stamen is nothing but a combination of organs which are present and which forms a reproductive part or the male reproductive part of a flower. Carpel again at the same time is nothing but it is a combination of sexual organs which forms the female reproductive part. But the main organ which of the male reproductive part of a plant is anther, and the main female organ of from the female reproductive part in a flower is a ovary. Okay, and as I said you before also, a combination or a fusion or a reproduction between anther and ovary sex cells, which are pollen grains and ovums, will give rise to zygote. So let us now try to understand what are these combination of organs present in stamen and carpel. So this is a very brief diagram that I have drawn of a flower. It is especially a bisexual flower. I'll tell you the difference between these both once we'll understand this. So first let us try to talk about the male part. So male part में मैंने जैसे आपको बताया, which is the male part, which is it is stamen, and as I said you, stamen में होते हैं combination of organs. Now अगर आप इस पूरी पिक्चर में से सिर्फ इस particular part को देखो, so इस part के अंदर one of the part is this part, okay, and one of the part is this part which is coming down. So this particular part, now I'll explain you through this flower. ये आपको ये येलो येलो से कुछ डॉट्स दिख रहे हैं, नॉट दिस वन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दीज डॉट्स. सो ये जो छोटे छोटे से इतने सारे आपको येलो कलर के जो डॉट्स दिख रहे हैं, these dots, these one which are there even in my fingertip, if you can't see, I don't know. So ये जो छोटे छोटे से आप येलो कलर के राउंड बॉडीज देखते हैं जिनके आसपास ये व्हाइट कलर की एक छोटे से हेयरी स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिख रहा है, ये जो मैं टच कर रही हूँ फिलहाल, दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट इज द पार्ट which is known as stamen. And this stamen contains two major parts inside this. One of these dark yellow bodies, these dark yellow bodies are known as anther. ये जो छोटे छोटे आपको डार्क येलो कलर की जो बॉडीज दिख रही हैं, ये डार्क येलो कलर की जो बॉडीज होती हैं, इनको हम बोलते हैं एंथर. ओके, सो ये जो डार्क कलर की बॉडीज, डार्क येलो कलर की जो बॉडीज आप देख रहे हैं, दीज आर नोन एज एंथर्स. इन एंथर को अगर हम कभी भी निकाल कर अपने फिंगर्स के बीच में रब करते हैं तो इनके बीच अंदर से पाउडर जैसा रिलीज होता है. दैट पाउडर इज नथिंग बट द मेल सेक्स सेल और द गैमीट which is known as pollen. So actually अगर ये ब्लैक कलर का होल हमारा एंथर होता है, तो इस ब्लैक कलर के होल के अंदर मैंने जो ग्रीन डॉट्स बनाए हैं, ये ग्रीन डॉट्स होते हैं पोलन. So what is the location of pollen grains? Pollen grains are present inside a bilobed structure which is known as anther. And ये जो व्हाइट कलर की लेयर अभी आप देख पा रहे हैं, छोटे छोटे व्हाइट कलर के जो हेयरी स्ट्रक्चर्स अगर आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये व्हाइट कलर के जो कि इन डार्क येलो बॉडी से जुड़े हैं, these white color structures are known as filament. So a combination of anther and filament is known as stamen. And in stamen में भी मेन सेक्सुअल ऑर्गन कौन सा है? एंथर. और इस एंथर के अंदर कौन सी सेक्स सेल मौजूद है जो कि फ्यूजन में हेल्प करेगी? दैट इज पोलन ग्रेन. So this completes our male part. Now let us try to understand the female part. So ये जो पूरा हिस्सा अगर आप देख पा रहे हैं, इन दोनों चीजों को हटाकर ये जो बीच में आप हिस्सा देख पा रहे हैं, this part is known as the female part, which is known as carpel. So carpel again contains a combination of organs. What are the organs? The topmost part is known as stigma. This long tube is known as style, and this round globular body is known as ovary. So we all know ovary will have its sex cell, ovary will contain the sex cell. So this sex cell is the ovum which is present over here. And the combination of all these four organs is known as carpel. So if we see in a flower, let us see. Now this top yellow body which is present at this top, not the yellow one, but this top portion, this is known as the stigma. This top portion is known as stigma. Then this complete body, ये जो complete tube जैसा structure जा रहा है, ये complete structure कहलाता है style. And this structure which is present down there, the globular part down there, एकदम अंदर ही अंदर, this part is known as ovary, and inside the ovary will be present the ovums. Okay, so I'll quickly summarize you the male and the female part. ये जो येलो येलो बॉडीज आपको दिख रही है और इनसे ये जो छोटे छोटे व्हाइट कलर के हेयर्स इस स्टाइल से बाहर निकलते हुए जो है ये फॉर्म करते हैं द मेल पार्ट विच इज स्टेमन, और इन येलो बॉडीज के अंदर प्रेजेंट होती है द मेल सेक्स सेल which is the pollen grains. And in the case of female, if we talk about the stigma, the complete style and the down portion ovary forms the female part of the plant which contains the female sex cell which is known as ovum. And a combination of pollen grain and ovum will give rise to zygote. Now, if we talk about these two terms, unisexual and bisexual. So we all know uni means one, bi means two. What is the meaning of uni? Uni means one, bi means two. So ऐसे flowers which contain only one of the sexual organ, either it can be stamen or either it can be carpel, but only one at a time, those flowers are known as unisexual. Whereas those flowers which contain both the sexual organs, stamen and carpel, both in one flower, those flowers are known as bisexual flowers. So in plants, there are two types of flowers. Either they can be unisexual.
So you must know also the example of unisexual and bisexual flower. The name of the plants which are having unisexual flower and bisexual. Okay, that is given in NCERT. Must.
Bisexual or either they can be bisexual. So I'll just ask you a question. Which type of flower is this? I would just like you to answer me in the comment section box below. I think it's very easy for you to determine. But just tell me in the comment section box which type of flower is this? Is it a unisexual flower or a bisexual flower? All right. So now let us start up the process. How does the detailed process of reproduction will occur? So for the process of reproduction, as I said you, the anthers, the pollen grain has to fuse with the ovary. Now how will this happen? ये pollen का positioning यहाँ पर है, ovary का positioning flower के अंदर यहाँ पर है. तो कोई तो प्रोसेस होना चाहिए जिससे कि ये पोलन ग्रेन किसी तरह से इस ओवरी के पास तक पहुंचे. सो दैट प्रोसेस थ्रू व्हिच द पोलन ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द एंथर gets fused with the egg or ovum of the ovary, that process is known as pollination. What is pollination? ऐसा प्रोसेस जिसमें ये जो पोलन ग्रेन्स है ये फ्यूज होंगे with the ovary, with the ovums of the ovary. That process is known as pollination. So ये pollination actually दो types का होता है. Pollination is of two types. One of the pollination method is known as self-pollination and one of the method is known as cross-pollination. Now what is this? Just try to understand. ये बहुत basic concept है and बहुत important है. Self-pollination का मतलब होता है if the process of reproduction is occurring in the same flower. Okay, and what am I saying? If the process of reproduction is occurring in the same flower, means the flower, a single flower is there and single flower ka pollen will fuse with the single flower ka ovum. If this is a flower, and if these flowers anthers, if these flowers pollen grains will fuse with the same ovary, then that process is known as self-pollination. So what is cross-pollination? Cross-pollination can occur in two ways. Either different flowers of same plant. This is also cross. एक ही plant है पर उसके flowers अलग अलग है और एक flower का pollen दूसरे flower की ovary से fuse करेगा तो भी वो cross pollination होगा, वो self नहीं होगा. And either they can occur from different flowers of different plants. So in both ways it becomes a cross pollination. या तो एक ही प्लांट के अलग अलग फ्लावर्स के बीच में होगा तो भी क्रॉस है, या अलग अलग प्लांट्स के फ्लावर्स के बीच में होगा तो भी वो क्रॉस है। बट अगर एक ही फ्लावर के एंथर और उसके ओवरी सॉरी पोलन और उसके ओवम्स के बीच में अगर फ्यूजन होगा, सो दिस रिप्रोडक्शन बिकम्स द सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. For cross pollination, definitely we need different types of agents like wind, water, animals, etc. So वो agents के मदद से होगा, whereas self can attain in its own ways. So let us see now how this process of pollination, especially the self pollination, will occur in the case of plants. Now just imagine a situation, what will happen if the anthers will burst? क्या होगा अगर इस प्लांट के एंथर्स बर्स्ट हो जाएंगे? सो एंथर के अंदर हमें पता है ये जो ग्रीन डॉट्स है इस एंथर के अंदर वो क्या होते हैं? द ग्रीन डॉट्स आर नथिंग बट दीज आर द पोलर ग्रेन्स व्हिच आर व्हाट? द मेल सेक्स सेल, राइट? इस मेल सेक्स सेल को कहां तक पहुंचना है? इट हैज टू ट्रैवल डाउन टिल द ओवरी. So what happens in the case of pollination? The anthers burst, as a result of which, if the anthers will burst, ये pollens पूरे burst होने के कारण कहाँ आकर stick हो जाते हैं? They get come and they stick to the female part, and this part we all know it is known as what? It is known as stigma. So actually the nature of stigma is very sticky. ये जो part हमने अभी पढ़ा, ये जो ऊपर का part होता है, topmost part, this part is very sticky in nature. So जैसे ही अगर यहाँ से पोलन ग्रेन बर्स्ट होके इसके ऊपर आकर गिरेंगे, इट ट्राइज टू कैप्चर दोस पोलन ग्रेन. वापस से वो पोलन ग्रेन इसके ऊपर से गिरेंगे नहीं इस पार्ट से. ओके, सो whenever the anther will burst, the pollen will come and land onto stigma. Now these pollens has to travel down. So what will happen? Once the pollen grains are there onto the stigma, these pollen will travel till the ovary through a tube. What am I saying? Whenever the anthers will burst and the pollens will land onto the female part which is stigma, now since these pollens has to travel down deep till the ovary, they will form a tube. एक tube type का structure form होगा और इस tube kind of structure से ये pollens पूरे के पूरे धीरे धीरे ट्यूब से ट्रैवल करके कहां तक आ जाएंगे? It will come deep inside the ovary and there they will fuse with the egg. And we all know what will happen after fusion. The fusion of pollen and the fusion of ovum will result in the production of a new cell which is zygote. So this is how the process of reproduction occurs in the case of plants. The anthers will burst, the pollen tube is formed. What is formed? This is known as a pollen tube. So a pollen tube will be formed, and through this pollen tube, these pollens will travel down till the ovum. Once they reach the ovum, the fusion will take place and it will result in the formation of zygote. Now next we'll study quickly what happens after the zygote is formed. एक fruit किस तरीके से बनता है? Sexual reproduction तो हो गया ना. How will a fruit form in a plant? Now एक बार zygote बनने के बाद, I had already said you that there will be continuous division of cells, और उस continuous division से जो end product बनेगा वो क्या बनेगा? Embryo. And this embryo will keep on developing and later on it will give rise to a complete fruit. Now how does this fruit will produce? Now एक बार जैसे ही reproduction का process complete होता है, the zygote and the embryo keeps on undergoing various changes. So what will happen? The ovary which is there of the flower, this ovary will keep on dividing. The cells inside the ovary will keep on dividing. It will keep on maturing the embryo. And after a particular stage, this ovary will become ripened. Ripened का मतलब normal हिंदी भाषा में होता है पका हुआ fruit. So actually जो fruit हम consume करते हैं किसी भी तरीके का, ये जो पका हुआ fruit होता है, that is nothing but a ripened ovary. Ripened means एक पकी हुई mature ovary. So the ripened fruit is nothing but the ovary part of the flower which we are eating. Okay? और किसी भी फ्रूट में हम देखते हैं कुछ फ्रूट्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनमें सीड्स होती है, कुछ में नहीं होती है. सो जो सीड्स एक्चुअली जिन फ्रूट्स में निकलती है, जैसे कि ऑरेंज हुआ या फिर इवन मैंगो हुआ, सो जो मैंगो का पल्प आप ईट करते हो, दैट इज नथिंग बट ओवरी, and that seed which is present inside that mango is nothing but those are the ovules. So these changes will different later on give rise to a complete mature fruit. कुछ fruits जो है हमें पता है वो पके हुए नहीं होते, they are not that mature, so उनका ovary पूरा ripe नहीं हुआ होता, and the ripened and the matured ovary is always the fruit which we consume. Okay, now अगर हम सीड की बात करें तो ये तो हम सब जानते हैं कि कोई भी नया प्लांट अगर हमने उगाना रहता है, सो वी ऑलवेज टेक द हेल्प ऑफ सीड्स. हम हमेशा बीजों का यूज करते हैं. दीज सीड्स विल जर्मिनेट एंड विल गिव राइज टू अ न्यू प्लांट. And we all know the plant has two main important parts, the root part which is down and the shoot part which is above the soil. So how come these roots and shoots are developed? So the seeds have got definite parts. Seed के अंदर ही मौजूद होते हैं ये structures जिसे हम बोलते हैं radicle और plumule. So the radicle part is always directed to grow down. अगर ये सीड है, ये एक सॉइल है और इसमें हम सीड को ग्रो करेंगे तो इसका जो रेडिकल पार्ट होता है वो हमेशा नीचे की तरफ ग्रो होगा और नीचे ग्रो होके इट गिव राइज टू रूट्स. Whereas the plumule part is always directed to grow up. So upside whenever it will grow, it will give rise to the shoot portion which is stems and leaves. So these two parts will give rise to the roots and shoots. But what about that particular term और उस particular duration का सीड कैसे अपना खाना खुद बनाएगा जब तक कि वो फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं करेगा? The seed or the plant has to have photosynthesis to make its own food. But till it's not mature, till the leaves are not mature, the root is not enough mature to hold and grab water and send it upside, how will this particular seed will survive? So the seed has stored food inside it in the form of a shape structure which is known as cotyledon. और इसी के बेसिस पे सीड्स आर ऑफ टू टाइप. अगर किसी सीड में दो कॉटिलेडन्स होते हैं तो इट इज नोन एज डाइकॉट, एंड अगर किसी सीड में एक ही कॉटिलेडन होता है तो इट इज नोन एज अ मोनोकॉट सीड. सो देयर आर वेरियस एग्जांपल.
So this is definitely going to help us to understand what is happening in the reproduction in the plants and can help us, those who have exams tomorrow only, or I can say today. So this is made for them only. Rest can go through. So when I will come back to this chapter, we'll cover up more videos. Okay, just go through this video.